Hello YouTube! So it's time for a haul! So this is pretty much everything that I've gotten around December. Yeah, I think actually I got all of these like in December, maybe a little bit into November. It's basically the last few books that I got at the end of the year. So there's some things in here that I bought for myself. There are some things that I got for Christmas. There are lots of manga sales at the end of the year and I cannot resist. So yeah, let us get right into it. Most of this is manga. What a surprise. The first book that I got, this was a Christmas present from my sister, and it's not really a book, I just wanted to show it off because it is so cool, and that is the Downton Abbey cocktail book. So this is a, like, a recipe book full of, like, cocktails and drinks that are inspired by Downton Abbey. And if you don't know, I love Downton Abbey so much. It's like one of my favorite shows ever. It's just like people in period clothes being very sassy towards each other, and it's amazing. I love it so much. So yeah, so this is just a book of cocktails and drinks that are inspired by the TV show. There's a lot of stuff in here that I guess is like kind of very turn of the century. The beginning of Downton Abbey starts in 1912 and it goes up through the 20s, so there's a lot of things that are inspired by like the 20s and kind of like the 1910s, I guess. But yeah, I'm very excited to like kind of peruse this and maybe make a few. I got a lot of Downton Abbey merch last year because the movie was coming out, so there was a lot of things that were being released. I finally got myself a Downton Abbey tea set, which I'm very happy for. I have like a bunch of Downton Abbey brand wine, which was probably way too expensive, but like I love it. I love it. Yeah, also this book is like super nice. Like the cover is like, it's like fabric and like there's gold stuff. Oh, it's so good. I just want to make all of the drinks and get very drunk. I think we'll start with the books first. So the first novel that I have is A Winter's Promise, and this is by Christelle Dabos? I know she's French and I definitely messed it up. This is a book that has been on my radar for a long time just because of this absolutely beautiful cover. I love it. Oh, it's so good. I don't know a ton about this series because I don't want to like dive too deep in it, but it's basically, I think, about this world where there are different like kingdoms or societies that are on like floating cities essentially in the sky, and every like city or country, or I don't know exactly what they are, but they have different types of magic, and I think the main girl in here, she can like walk through mirrors or something like that. There's something with mirrors. It's not a very good description, but this is a haul, so you only get a general vague sense of what it is because I haven't read it yet. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I've heard many a good thing about this, so I'm very excited to get into this. This is also translated from French, so haven't read a lot of translated literature, but I'm super excited too. Next up, I got two books from my boyfriend from Christmas, and that is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. So everyone on BookTube knows what this is. This is about a girl who goes to study abroad in London, and I guess she gets a second chance to like redo some things in her life, like revisit relationships and stuff like that. So this is a controversial book, I guess, because a lot of people don't like it. I really had no intention of reading this, but my boyfriend, he tries so hard. That was mean. But when he tries to buy me books, he like basically goes to Goodreads and tries to find like the top rated ones, and so this is a top rated book on Goodreads, so he picked it up for me. I really appreciate it. So I'll be interested to see what I feel about Again But Better. Will I hate it? Will I love it? Who knows? I don't really read contemporary that much, so we'll have to see. So the next book that he got me was Aurora Rising, and this is by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is actually a book that I really wanted to read, so yeah, so this is about kind of like this guy who, it's like a futuristic space sci-fi sort of thing, and this guy goes to Space Academy and he graduates and he wants to have like the best squad, and he ends up with a group of misfits, and then they find this girl and she's probably the reason for all of the problems in the universe or something like that. There's probably a war that's gonna happen, but yeah, really excited to read this. I don't know if I've actually heard anybody talk about this. I probably have, I just don't remember it. This seems like it's gonna be like a fun book of like, I love a good group of ragtag misfits trying to save the world, so I'm very excited to read this book. And now it's manga time. So first up we have volume 2 of Cardcaptor Sakura, the collector's edition, in these lovely hardcover books. To be honest, I'm not super happy with these collector's editions. Like, of course they are like very pretty, the covers are really pretty, but just like that's where it stops. Like, there are no color pages, or I mean there are like, there's like some colored art in it, but there's not like, there's like one per book. So I really would have liked something like the Sailor Moon Eternal editions where they have like, I don't know, color pages throughout. Where is one? Like color pages throughout. But I mean, we just get these hardcover books. They're very pretty. I really like them. And just like, I don't know, I feel like with some of the other collector's editions that Clamp has put out for, or Kodansha has put out for other Clamp series, this is like one of the more lacking ones, and it's Cardcaptor Sakura, probably one of the most popular Clamp series, so I'm very confused as to why we got kind of like just a pretty cover. Do have an updated translation for it, so that's good, but just a little bit disappointed with these collector editions. Also, they advertise that you get like a cloud card in it, but like, it's literally just like a trading card. Like, the Tokyo Pop versions of the manga that I have, like the second half of the series, came with these really good like full-size like bookmark type things with the characters on them, and I'm just like, why didn't we get that? Still, I love Cardcaptor Sakura, so I will still collect these and love them. Next, I have volume 4 of Snow White with the Red Hair. This is kind of one that I'm trying to like really keep up with because I love this series so much. So I don't really know, I mean, I haven't read it, so I don't really know what happens in this, but this is just basically about this girl, Shirayuki, who wants to be a court or a herbalist, and she's an herbalist in the castle, and she's friends with the second prince of the kingdom, and there's a romance and there's a bunch of cute friendships, and it's great. I love it so much. Next, I have volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Hatsuharu, and this is by Shizuki Fujisawa. This is a series about this girl and the guy. The guy is kind of like a playboy type, and the girl is like a rough and tumble tomboy type of girl, and it's kind of about love and relationships in high school with those characters. So I'm very excited to read this. It's kind of one that I've been eyeing for a very long time, so I'm excited to start this series. Next up, I have volumes 1 through 4 of Yona of the Dawn. I am finally collecting the Yona of the Dawn manga. I'm very far behind. There's like at least 20 volumes out, so I have a long way to go. Yona of the Dawn is basically about this princess who is driven out of the castle because her father is murdered, and she has to like collect these 4 spirits of these like dragon gods. They all have powers, and it's just kind of her like growing and learning about the kingdom that she used to be like the ruler of, or like royalty of. She's finding out it's just like her growing and becoming a stronger person, and there is romance, there is action, there is magic, there is dragons, and it's so cool. I love the anime for this, so I am super excited to finally read the manga. And the final bit of manga I have is quite a lot, but it is volumes 4 through 8 of Fruits Baskets. So Fruits Basket is a series that I started reading for the first time this year. I had never read it or watched it before, has some weird prejudice against it. I don't know what that was about, but I started reading the series this year, made a whole video about about it. It's great. You can go check that out. But it's just kind of, it's really good. It's about this girl Toru who is orphaned, and she ends up living with this family that has a secret. Basically, there are members of this family who, when they are like either weak or hugged by the opposite sex, then they turn into one of the animals of the zodiac. So it's kind of her trying to figure out like living with them and trying to figure out what is the big secret with this family, because there's a mystery with it. Kind of like learning about who everybody is, and it's very cute, it's very uplifting, and it has made me cry like at least once in the first 3 volumes. So yeah, but I'm really excited to read the rest of it. Funniest story about this, so I bought a bundled, there was like a bundle of this on Right Stuff around the beginning of December, like for Black Friday. So it was like they had the it was bundled by 4 volumes, so I have 1 through 3, so I bought 4, and then I also got the bundle of 6 through 8, 5 through 8, so I got 5 volumes. Yeah, 5 volumes of it. And then on my birthday, I opened up one of my presents from my boyfriend, and he got me volumes 4 and 5 for my birthday. He like went into my bookshelves and tried to figure out which volumes I had, and then I bought them myself. So he said that we would return those, and he'd get me the next 2 volumes that I don't have. So sorry about that. He worked really hard to figure out which ones I had, and I went and bought them. So now, lesson learned, I have to clear it with him before I buy manga around Christmas or my birthday. So yeah, that is everything that I bought at the end of the year. It's my last little book haul of the year. I'm excited to read all of these. Hopefully I'll read most of these like very soon. Let me know in the comments if you've gotten any like books or manga recently that you have that you're excited about. Have you read any of these things that I got? What did you think about them? What should I be expecting? So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more bookish and nerdy content from me. That is all I've got for you guys today. I'm Chrissy Lou. Till next time, mata ne!